Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is NURUL.
My name is ABSA.
My name is RIYAN.
My name is MEIVELILYA.
My name is SITI ZARIFAH. We are from Group 6 today. The reason we make this video because of for the curriculum and material development subject.
And we will present us about component of curriculum teaching. The role of institution. The first one is the organization culture. The organization culture of a school refers to the others and environment that exist within a school, the kind of communication and decision making that place, and the management and staffing structure they support. The second one is quality criteria in an institution. Language teaching institutions vary greatly in terms of how they view the education mission. Some schools, hopefully the majority, are committed to providing quality educational service, and the following characteristics are indicator of the quality of school or education institution itself include a sense of mission, a strategic plan, the quality of mechanism, a sound curriculum, flexible organization framework, good international communications, professional treatment of teachers, and opportunities for teacher development.
Next, the teaching context. 1. Size and staff structure. The size of schools and its administrative influence many aspects of a teacher's work. 2. Equipment. Schools vary greatly in the amount they have invested in equipment and technology. 3. Support staff. Adequate support staff can also facilitate teachers' work. 4. Teachers' workspace. One way of determining how seriously a school regards its teachers and the work they do is the workspace it provides for its teachers. 5. Teachers' resource room. Teachers need access to a good range of current ESL textbooks, research book, material, and magazines located in a research room or similar facilities in order to update their professional knowledge and get new ideas to fit into their teaching. 6. Teaching facilities. Where does teaching take place and how adequate are teaching facilities? 7. Class size. The optimal class size needs for each type of course should be established based on teachers, linear and school factors, and when needed, the reasons for standards set need to explain it to clients.
Oke, bagian B yaitu the role of teachers. Many things can be done to create a context for good teaching, but it is teachers themselves who ultimately determine the success of program. Number 1 is skill and qualification. Language teaching institutions vary greatly in the type of the employee. Increasingly, language schools are recruiting better trained and better qualified language teachers and operating within defined standards of quality. Core components of teachers' knowledge include the following. Number 1, practical knowledge. Number 2, content of knowledge. Number 3, contextual knowledge. Number 4, pedagogical knowledge. Number 5, personal knowledge. Number 6, reflective knowledge. A widely taught initial qualification for language teachers focus on 6 areas of basic teaching skills. They are: number A, language awareness, the learner's teacher and teaching of learning context. C, planning for effective teaching of adults learning of English. D, classroom management and teaching skills. E, resource and material for teaching. F, professional development. 2, support for teachers. If teacher is expected to teach well and to develop their teaching skill and knowledge every time, they need an ongoing support. kinds of support can be the form of number one, orientation. New teachers need a careful orientation to teaching assignment in order to clarify the goals of the program. Teaching approach research problem to anticipate and solution. Number two, educate material. Teachers need good material to teach from either in the form of commercial textbook or institutionally prepared materials. Number three, course guides. Course guide should be provided for each course offered in the program with information on the course, aims and objective, recommended materials and methods, suggested learning activities and procedures for assessment. Number four, division of responsibilities. Teachers have many different responsibilities apart from teaching. They may be involved in course planning, course coordination, testing, and preparation of materials and mentoring. Number five, teaching relays. If teachers are expected to play a key role in some aspect of the program, such as materials, development, or mentoring, they may need to be give release time for teaching to enable to devote time to this. Number six, mentor. A system of mentoring is often helpful in a school where there are teachers of different levels of experience and training. Number seven, feedback. Teachers need to be told when they are doing well and when there are problems with their performance. Number eight, rewards. Teachers who perform well should receive an acknowledgement for good service. Number nine, helplines. Teachers often work for long periods in relative isolation. Teachers should know exactly who to turn to for help in solving different kinds of problems. Number 10, review. Time should be allocated for regular review of the program, problem solving, and critical reflection. These activities help solve practical problems and also develop a sense of collegiality among the staff.
See the teaching process. The focus here is on the teaching practice that occur within a program, how this can be characterized, and how quality teaching can be achieved and maintained. The first, teaching model and principle. The teacher principle are a product of their experience, their training, and their beliefs, and innovation in classroom practice from the adoption of a new text or textbook to the implementation of a new curriculum has to be accommodation are on the part of the designer of curriculum planner and indeed the teacher themselves will facilitate harmony between a particular innovation and the teacher enacted interpretation of it in the classroom. The second, maintain good teaching. Quality teaching cannot simply be assumed to happen. It results from an active, ongoing effort on the part of teacher and administration to ensure that good teaching practices are being maintained. Maintain good teacher refers to 1. Monitoring, 2. Observation, 3. Identification and resolution of problems, 4. Share planning, 5. Documentation and sharing of good practice, 6. Self-study of the program. The third, evaluation teaching. If a program seeks to provide quality teaching, it is essential that teacher performance be regular reviewed. This involves the development of an appraisal system. The type of appraisal is in the following: A. Developing the appraisal system. B. The focus of the appraisal conduct. C. The appraisal. C. Conduct in appraisal. Next is the learning process. The first one, understanding of the course or class. It is important to ensure that the learners understand the goals of the course, the reason for the way it is organized and taught, and the approaches to learning they will encourage to take. The second one is views of learning. Learner enters a course with their own views of teaching and learning, and this may not be identical to those of their own teachers. The third one, learning styles. Learners' learning styles may be an important factor in the success of teaching and may not necessarily reflect those that teachers recommended. For motivation, it is also important to find out what the learner's motivation are for taking the course. And the last one is support. Support mechanism provided for learners are another component of courses delivery.
E. Application of curriculum through the lesson plan. The definition of true of the lesson plan is the act of the process of making plans for something, and learning is that act of the teaching something to somebody. So the learning plan is a plan for a teacher to teach a certain subject at a certain grade level and to a certain topic, and to one or more meetings. A lesson plan is designed to meet the basic competence which can be carried out in one meeting or more. The things that should be written in the lesson plan are as follow. 1. Identity. Identity of the subject matter, which consists of a title of the lesson, class or semester, program especially for senior high, the theme and the time element. To the competency standards. Competency standard is the qualification of the student minimal ability, which is illustrate to the mastery of the knowledge, attitude, and skill obtained through each class or the semester for every subject. 3. Basic competency. Basic competency is a sum of student ability for certain subject that has reference to determine indicator for competency achievement in subject. Yeah. 4. Indicator for competency achievement. The measurable of observable behavior which is show the achievement of specific basic competence uh, as the reference for the subject evaluation. The indicator of competency achievement are formulated of operational verbs can be measured which is covered the knowledge, attitude, and skill. 5. The instructional goal. The instructional goal is illustrated the process and learning outcome achieved by the student in the accordance to the basic competence. Instructional material include the facts, concept, principle, and relevant procedure, and written and suitable items in the relation in the indicators for competency achievement. 7. The time allotment is the allocated allotment. Time is allocated as much as needed to achieve the basic competence and learning load. 8. The methodology. The method are used by the teacher to create the teaching and learning process to enable the students to achieve the basic competence or a set of specific indicators. 9. The learning activity. A pre-activity which is learning activity, wish list activity, and 3. Post activity. The 10. Evaluations. The procedure in the instrument for assessment should be based on the indicator for competence achievement for referred evaluation standards. 11. Learning resource. Selecting the learning resource should be considered by the competency standard that basic competence as well as the learning materials, the teaching learning activity, and also indicator for the competency achievement.